Good evening everybody, welcome back to the channel. So just before I show you this next video, I was rudely interrupted in my modelling pursuits by the Aurora Borealis right above my house. Now this video is really poor quality, it's just for an iPhone, but hey, check that out. It's absolutely stunning. Is it starting to calm down now? Apparently there was a big solar flare in the last couple of days, and there was an anticipation that this was going to hit. Being a geek, I like to keep track of the aurora if I can, look outside and see it when it's there. That's best I've ever, first time I've seen it properly like this. I've seen wee faint glows in the horizon and stuff. It just doesn't do it justice. It's absolutely stunning. Hope you like it. Cheers. Well, that's certainly not something you see every day, is it? Hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. It was really hard not to swear when I was filming that. I was really excited. I don't know if you could probably tell or not, but I was super excited. Anyway, by the by, let's move on. So the whole point of this video today is to take a wee look at the Bandai 172 scale A-Wing, really say the X-Wing there, A-Wing that I've just painted as a commission, along with the little Death Star turret from Return of the Jedi. The client had requested that it be painted in the Ralph McQuarrie sort of concept colours. So for those of you who don't know who Ralph McQuarrie is, I think I've mentioned him before on the channel. He was the conceptual artist for the original Star Wars trilogy. Sadly no longer with us. I love his work, really, really just he captured the whole feel of Star Wars and what George Lucas had created. Interestingly enough, he was also the conceptual artist for, what do you call that show? Battlestar Galactica, the original series, the Glenn A. Larson one, for the late 70s, early 80s. And actually some of the guys for ILM also worked in that, so hence why when you look at it, you know, you see some similarities to Star Wars. Same people sort of behind the designs. Anyway, I digress. Unfortunately, I don't have the model anymore because I committed to a deadline and I didn't really want to renege on that. I thought it was very fair just for me to sort of take pictures and video it and stuff like that. So I did get some pictures, so I'll let you see them just now. So this, I'll just show you this. So this is the original concept image of the A-Wing. The design is very much in keeping with what you would see in the sequel trilogy. They used that in the sequel trilogy for some of the A-Wings, the kind of newer versions, if you like. But the original version that was found in Return of the Jedi is the Bandai kit. So it's that model, but painted in the old concept colours. So this is it now. I'm sure you'll agree, really nice design. The blue colour, really striking. Unfortunately, the blue couldn't be used because they were obviously using blue screen technology for sort of, not CG, it was in the days before CG, but sort of superimposing the sort of space background or the Death Star model background or whatever they were filming against, or wanting you to believe that that's what they were filming against. So because they were using a blue screen and the model had blue on it, it would cause issues with is it, I can't remember what it's called, but anyway, the sort of matching the background with the model, and so it would cause issues and wouldn't look right. So that's why they were all painted red. X-Wings and stuff like that were painted red as well. Y-Wings and whatnot were yellow. So that's why that came about. As I say, I wanted to keep my deadline, so I got it boxed up and it's now making its way to Germany as we speak. So what I'll do is I got a couple of nice pictures of it before it went, with the base and stuff. Really pleased with how it turned out actually. So what I'll do is I'll flash up a couple of these on the screen, and I'll just kind of talk a wee bit about colour choices and you know, how I tackled the model, give you a wee look at it, a couple of different angles. So we've got a nice gloss black acrylic 10mm base, a nice brushed aluminium plaque from Nerds Loot, as usual. So base colours, two main primary colours were Reefer White, it's one of the Archive X paints, and I used another two Archive X paints to make up the blue. Alliance Blue, which is a kind of dark bluish colour, bit of a purple hue from it, and Big Sky Blue, which was a much more brighter colour, but just a bit too bright for what I was looking for. So a wee combination of those two gave me the perfect blue that I was looking to achieve. That I think kind of matches in with the colours and the concept painting. So just moving to the underside here, you can see that white triangle's replicated from the top, and we're looking at some of the weathering here as well. So we've got some of the colours that were used was rust, lark dark grey, which is another one of the firm favourites for adding in the sort of dirt and the grime and the blast marks and stuff. Speaking of dirt and grime, I was able to feather out the colours on the missile launchers at the side. So it was a wee tip from John Simmons. I'd seen him doing a video of one of his last Henning studio scale A-Wings. The colour concrete's a nice warm grey colour, and leaves a nice sort of dirty appearance on the Reefer White. So that really just helped to feather out the colours there, and then there was a bit of the lark dark used to fill that. Here's a wee look at our tush. So mainly using dark lark to weather the engines and the exhaust ports and stuff at the back, and there was a wee bit of warmth added using a mist of dark grime. You can also see a nice wee view of the 3mm polished brass rod that's used to suspend the model above the base. So nice wee flank shot here, a couple of the red markings using Caboose Red, just mask that off and just get them sprayed in. There was a little circular marking further down the kind of main fuselage of the ship that I decided to omit just because it was so difficult getting a mask that small made up for a ship at that scale. It was just going to look horrendous, so I'd rather just avoid that and have it looking quite decent. You see a nice wee bit of the pilot there as well. If you look at the original concept artwork, the pilot's in a green jumpsuit and a bright orange helmet, and again just keeping in with the concept style, I replicated that as well. Right, well, I hope you liked that. I was really pleased with how it turned out. Really like the design of the A-Wing. It's a nice model, or a nice ship, nice design. Interestingly enough, it was, I think it was two F-14s and two F-16s were the kind of the main donor kit parts for the original filming miniatures, I believe. I think they cut them in half and swapped them around about, or they'd done something and joined them together, and turned out quite nice, I think. It's actually interesting if you look at the sort of F-14 model kits and things like that. You can actually see where parts are, air intakes and stuff like that. But anyway, that's another story. Hope you like it. Feel free to drop a wee comment in the box below. I'd love to hear from you and see what your thoughts are. Not sure what the next video is going to be. Currently working on a Slave 1. Interesting enough for the same customer. He's asked for a Slave 1, so I'm now churning through the Reveal kit. I built it. It's in sub-assemblies. In fact, here's a bit here. This was tonight's work. The skirt. Just get the base colours down, the chipping and whatnot. And so I'll keep charging on with that. I'll probably get a video of that done once it's all done and dusted. There's no point in me doing a whole video series on the whole building a Slave 1. I've just done one. I'll probably do a wee chat through about the model once it's done though, and talk about the Reveal kit versus the NPC kit, which was the last one. I think I prefer the Reveal kit actually. A couple of different reasons, but we'll cover that that further down the line. But anyway, listen, thanks very much for checking in and having a wee watch at the video. If you haven't already, like and subscribe, that would be great if you could. It's good for the YouTube algorithm. That's what everybody seems to say. It just means the video gets sort of put out there a bit more for other people to see and whatever. So if we can reach as many people as we can, you know, let's let people enjoy a wee bit of modelling or whatever if that's what they're into. Then smashing. Right, catch you all later. Cheers and out.